I have been waiting forever to do this theme. Now this is going to be my traditional, I think, the cheap crafty girl style for sure. These are the kind of themes that make me so happy, and this theme I actually have wanted to do for the last 2 years, and especially after David Bowie sadly passed away. So you know by now what theme I'm doing. It is Labyrinth, and I hope I do it justice. So without further ado, let's get started. And I just want to say, the babe with the power. The power with the babe.
I have fought my way here to the castle beyond the Goblin City to take back the child that you have stolen. For my will is as strong as yours, and my kingdom is as great.
Alright guys, so we're gonna go ahead and get started. Like I said earlier, I've been wanting to do this theme for 2 years now, and so the very first thing that I wanted to do was pick my favorite images, which I already made my stickers on my computer. I will link a video on how you can make your own planner stickers using the same technique that I did here, but I did print it on sticker paper. So I was using the images here to try to find the washi, and washi is so important to me. I feel like it can make or break my themes for myself, and I didn't have the washi I really wanted, but I did eventually find the best case for what I already had on hand. Originally I wanted to try to match the washi to Jareth's outfit. He had gray leggings and a black overcoat. So when I was thinking about the Labyrinth, it just wasn't really a movie that screamed colors to me other than black. So it was really dark, and it had, very neutral tones. It wasn't like a movie like Beetlejuice, where it's famous for black and white stripes and green, for Beetlejuice's hair and stuff like that. So I realized that Labyrinth was more about shapes than it was about colors. But for washi, I knew I had to bring in some colors, so I brought in the gray and some silver to kind of mirror the ball that they were in. I said gray, but I meant black, so I settled on a black washi and some silver washi, some sparkly washi, to kind of mirror the gray in his pants, but also to bring that part in when she's in the glass ball and she's looking for him and he's looking for her. And so that's kind of the theme that I was going with the washi. Sorry about the movement there, but I also wanted to add the washi with the musical notes on it, because what really dazzled me about this movie when I first saw it, which was only a year and a half ago, it was the first time I watched Labyrinth, and I was so dazzled by the song Dance Magic Dance, and so I really wanted to bring in the note washi. I thought it was appropriate, and there's so many amazing songs, all of course sung by David Bowie himself. And yeah, so I am just putting my stickers down. First, as you saw, I was figuring out where I wanted to lay them before I took off the sticker backing. And this is the new Happy Planner that is a lot larger, so the boxes are a different dimension. Sorry about my head being in the way, but the boxes are bigger in size than the regular sized Happy Planner, so I was having to play around with the dimensions on my Word document. I guess I didn't quite nail it, so I'll have to up the width, but I kind of fixed that by using a black marker and trimming the sides, which you'll see later on. And of course, I'm watching The Labyrinth, which you saw in that clip earlier. I thought it was just completely appropriate to feel inspired, and everything about that movie is so magical. I hope that you guys watch it, and if you haven't watched it, I hope that you love it. It's completely fantastic, and I'm still watching it over and over and trying to figure out really the relationship between her and Jareth, the Goblin King. So I'm still feeling like I'm discovering some things about their relationship, but it's such a cute movie, and I mean, it's just a classic. I don't think that there could ever be a movie like that ever again, in my opinion. So I always want to stick my sticker boxes down first, because if I were to put my washi down, as you can see, the sticker boxes would then be over the washi. So the first thing I like to do is put any of my construction paper boxes down or my stickers down, and then I go in with my washi. So Usually I like to be symmetrical. I like for everything to be even, but the labyrinth isn't even because the labyrinth is a maze and there's always different routes and directions. So, and that's me dancing to Magic Dance. Okay, I'm into it apparently. So I knew that I couldn't make my washi even on both sides just because it wouldn't make sense to me. So I was making them uneven, and I did pick this silver washi that you're going to see here, and I thought that it really resembled a labyrinth or a maze, if you will. So at least from what I had in my collection, I thought it was the closest thing to it. So I'm just going to lay that washi down, but that washi, as you can see, is transparent, which is why I'm laying down some white sticker paper down first, because I don't want to see that gray that came from the Happy Planner to peek out from underneath. But this is that washi, and doesn't it look like a maze, kind of? There's so much to show you guys in this video, and I wanted to spare you the agony of me pre-writing this out in pencil, just because I'm not used to using like different lettering and fonts with my own handwriting. So it did take me quite a while to just make it like cursive. I had to practice and I had to erase a lot. So I wanted to just write, a couple of the verses from different songs. And this one, Jareth says, "It's only forever, it's not long at all." It's part of the song Underground, which was in the intro of this video. At least if it makes it. If it gets copyrighted, I'll probably have to remove it. You can use a song for a certain amount of seconds, but then if it's too long, it gets copyrighted. So hopefully mine is not too long. But anyway, so then I'm going to go in, once I like my font, I'm going to go in and use these markers. Now I recently just hauled them from Amazon, so I just started using them. They're amazing, but my handwriting was a little shaky today, so I did the best that I could. And then I am going to use different lettering at the top, and the top is actually a line that she says to him, which is, "You have no power over me." And if you feel like you're not good at lettering either, or you don't like your handwriting, you can try, one, by practicing. I'm going to keep practicing until I get it, because I know that if you practice, you will be able to write beautifully. So either practice, or if you just want it to be perfect right away, you can just go to like Word and, type it out and choose your font and then print it out. And that's an option. But what I did was I used the internet to see like different lettering styles, and then like I mimicked it off of that to help me, because I'm just not used to it. I just write one way, one style, and so I'm having to venture out. I'm going to try to use different fonts just because I feel like it really displays off the page and looks really nice instead of having like the same exact monotone handwriting. I found these little cards in a box, and it is just perfect for this. It just says Magic Moments, which for me is like Dance Magic Dance. I thought it was perfect, and it's black. And then the arrow, I thought the arrow was perfect just because when she's going through the maze and she's writing which direction she's going in, I think in like lipstick or something, and then those things like keep changing the block and making the arrow point the other way to get her lost. So I thought that the arrow was just going to be perfect for this. Now I am doing some stamping, trying to bring just real life to my amazing magical spread, but I'm using these stamps. The camera stamp I'm using for like YouTube to indicate when I'm going to film something or edit something, and then that cute little ring stamp, I don't know if you can tell, but it's a ring, and so I thought it'd be perfect to indicate that that's like the day I want to watch The Bachelor, so I'm completely into that. Who else is into that? Who else is kind of like off put it about Becca? Anyway, I'm not going to go there, so I'm just trying to like look at all the different stamps that I have, and I'm going to start writing in all the things that I need to do for the week. Now, in true Cheap Crafty Girl style, what would my theme spread be without just the main focal point? And this is just one of my favorite techniques that I do in my planner spread. I can't help it. I know it's repetitive, but it makes me happy. And honestly, I feel like it is the final piece that makes my themes pop out. And I settled on this image. I Googled Labyrinth, and this was my favorite image. It's kind of like the cover of the DVD, but it doesn't have any of the like writing like a movie poster, so it looks just perfect for this. I wanted a little bit of the white trim on the outside to break up the contrast of the black, and then I glued that to the black construction paper, and then I am going to feed that through my laminator, which I haven't used in so long, and I actually had to put it on the carpet. You guys, I don't have that much tabletop space, so I'll insert a clip of that here, but I am going to put it in an 8x10 laminating sheet just because this image was too big for my 5x7 laminating sheet. Now, this is just something that I've learned using my laminator, and I got it at Walmart, by the way, but I always select 3 mil instead of 5 mil. I think the difference is heat. I think the 5 is way too hot, especially for thin paper like what I'm doing here. So I always select 3, and I always flip it around the other side and roll it through again. And so now I'm going to just trim off the edges. You don't want to get too close to the bubble pocket, because if you cut into that bubble, it's going to open up your laminator. So I am going to then mark it like I always do, like you've seen me do before if you watch my videos. But first I always pick like where I want it to go, because the holes could be off. I don't know if that makes any sense, but I always place it back on my planner to see like where it would look best. And I settled on the very bottom. And so then I mark the holes, and I take a regular hole puncher. I know the Happy Planner has one, but I already have this hole puncher on hand. It works just fine. I am completely obsessed with this spread. I hope that it has made you happy as much as it's made me, and I'm really glad to be bringing my planner stuff back to you guys. Please leave me any suggestions on like what you would like to eventually see, although I do have an entire list going of things I need to get done, but also I'm going to insert some pictures of planner spreads that you guys have sent to me on my email that have been inspired by my spreads. So don't forget, if you want me to feature your videos or your planner spreads in my planner videos, then email those pictures to me at cheapcraftygirl@yahoo.com, and I will include them here. Thank you so much for sending these. They're so beautiful and they're amazing. I think you guys do such an outstanding job, and I love seeing all of these emails and seeing all of your creations. They're wonderful. So thank you guys so much for watching, and dance magic dance, and I will see you in another video. Bye.
reason at all. I need you. All of you.
You do? Well, why didn't you say so?